scientists. So today we are going to be talking about parts of living things. Yesterday we learned what living things were and what they needed. Today we're going to talk about the parts of living things. So I want to ask you a question. What parts of living things are important to their survival? So remember, when we talked yesterday, we learned that survival means to be able to live in your habitat, to live where you are. So what on parts of our bodies or other living things' bodies are important to their survival? Think about it. Think about animals. Animals that eat meat have teeth to eat, so that you need food to survive. So teeth are part of your body that help you survive. What else are on animals' bodies or our bodies that help them survive? By the end of this lesson, you should be able to explain how living things use their body parts to help them survive. So that is our learning target for today. We are going to know how living things use their body parts to help them survive. So let's talk about parts of living things. Earth is full of living things, just like we talked about yesterday. Living things are alike in some ways. They all need food to survive. They move, grow, and they reproduce. Living things are different too. Plants and animals live in different types of habitats. Remember, we learned that habitats are places where they live. They may need different types of food. Some animals eat plants, some eat meat. They may move, grow, and reproduce differently. They may have different ways of protecting themselves. Plants and animals have different body parts, body coverings, and behaviors that help them survive. These special skills, body parts, or coverings are called adaptations. Can you say adaptations? All living things, including plants and animals, have external body parts. That means body parts on the outside, and coverings that help to keep them alive, help them grow, and help them reproduce. They use their body parts in different ways to see, hear, move, take in nutrients, and protect themselves. So every living thing has body parts on the outside that help them survive in some way. All right. Most animals have eyes. What do eyes help us do? Eyes help us see. They help us see food and water, and they help us survive. Most humans have pretty good eyesight. There are many animals that have even better eyesight than humans. Eagles are one animal that have a lot better eyesight than humans. They can see their prey up to 2 miles away. Owls have vision that helps them see at night. And this little guy right here is called a mantis shrimp, and he has eyes on the end of long eye stalks that can look in all different directions. How do you think that might help him to be able to look in all different directions? Behind you, beside you. How would that help you survive? Predators in the wild have clear, accurate vision, which helps them track their prey. Animals who are hunted, like deer, rely on their eyesight to survive too. They have a wide field of vision, which allows them to constantly be on the lookout for a predator, even when their head is down. So you can see their eyes are on the side of their head. So when their head is down, they're still looking to the sides of them. If we look down, we can see down. Deers can see both sides. Ears are another part of our body that help us survive. A good sense of hearing may help animals hunt, or it may help them escape from other animals. Bats are born blind. They cannot see. So they have to rely on their hearing to help them survive. They can locate other bats. They can communicate. They can fly, and they can find food, all by just listening with their ears to echoes, so sounds bouncing off of other objects. Dolphins also use echolocation to hear where they are going and to avoid danger. Elephants have giant big ears, and they use them to help them listen for danger. And they also use their ears to fan themselves and keep them cool because they live in a hot habitat. The animal with the most amazing sense of hearing may come as a surprise. It's a moth. Moths don't have normal ears. Instead, they have membranes all over their bodies that sense sound waves. So their ears are all over their bodies. Did you know that? They can detect tiny amounts of sound, which helps them to escape predators. Wow, that's really cool. Body parts like legs, arms, fins, tails, and wings help animals run, climb, swim, and fly. Animals depend on these things to help them survive. If an animal couldn't walk, it might be really hard for them to survive. Or if a fish didn't have fins and couldn't swim, they probably would not survive in the water. Mountain goats have strong legs that they use to jump and climb because they live in the Rocky Mountains. Spider monkeys use their arms and tails to grip branches because they live in the trees. So the animals' body parts help them get around in the places that they live. Fish, like the whale shark, use fins to help them swim through the water quickly. Insects, like this blue morpho butterfly, use wings to help them travel from flower to flower. Unique body coverings also help animals survive in their habitats. Animals like the caribou, right here, he has really thick fur that helps him in the cold because he lives in the Arctic. Snakes and other reptiles have scales. Scales protect them from predators, and it helps keep their body moist in their hot, dry environments because they live in the desert. And then, of course, this little porcupine has quills that are sharp and help keep predators away. Sometimes even the color of an animal's body helps them survive. Camouflage is something that a lot of animals have on their bodies that helps them hide from predators. Predators also use camouflage to hide from their prey and then jump out and surprise them. Every animal group has some sort of camouflage. Special body parts like horns, claws, beaks, and shells help protect animals and help them survive. Horns are used for protection. Lobsters have claws, which they use to help them crack open the shells of their food. Birds have beaks that help them search for and pick up food. And what do you think turtles have? They have a hard shell that protects them from other predators. Animals are not the only living things on Earth that use body parts to help them survive. Plants do this too. Did you know that? Plants need parts to help them take in nutrients and to reproduce. Let's look at this plant. A plant has roots that hold it up into the soil. The roots also soak up water and nutrients. Plants also have a stem. The stem carries important nutrients from the roots up to the plant. And then the leaves of the plant take in sunlight and air. Together with water, they make food for the plant. This is called photosynthesis. Can you say photosynthesis? So here's the parts of a plant: the roots, the stem, and the leaves. Flowers attract bees and other insects, and those insects and bees help pollinate the plant and make seeds. Seeds are important because that helps new flowers grow. That's how flowers and plants reproduce. All living things, including plants and animals, have external body parts on the outside, and coverings that help keep them alive, help them grow, and help them reproduce. They use their body parts in different ways to see, hear, move, take in nutrients, and protect themselves. So, now that we've seen some more information, what are some parts that you remember on some of these animals and plants that helped them survive? I saw lots of new information and lots of things that I might have already known about animals and how they survive in their habitats. All right, so on the next slide, you'll see a video with your science project for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this. See you later. Bye.